Hello, and welcome back to Speak English Fluently.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna. Today, we're doing something special. We're helping you practice real, everyday English conversations.
Right, and before we start, if you enjoy our chats, please hit that like button and subscribe. It's a huge help.
It really is. Thank you so much for the support. Now, Adam, look at me. Be honest. Do I look okay?
You know, I was just looking at you while we were setting up the mics, and I have to say, you look incredibly fresh today. I mean, you're practically glowing.
Oh, really? Oh, stop it. Well, thank you.
No, seriously, did you win the lottery last night? Or did you just find a secret fountain of youth? Because I need whatever you're having.
You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I had the best sleep of my life last night.
The best sleep of your life? Okay, now I'm jealous.
Yeah, I finally decided to get serious about my evenings, instead of just crashing onto the couch and passing out.
Ah, I see. That explains the energy. And, well, that brings us perfectly to today's topic, doesn't it?
It does. Today is all about the evening routine.
Yeah, and I think this is something so many of us struggle with. I mean, we plan our mornings down to the minute, right? Coffee, gym, work. But the evening, it's usually just chaos.
Exactly. It's like we let the day just drag on until we collapse. But today, we want to change that. We're talking about how to properly end your day, relax, and prepare for that deep, restorative sleep.
I love it. I really need this. So let's dive right in. So let's start with part one, what we like to call the switch off button.
Oh, the hardest part, actually leaving work at work.
Right? I mean, physically you are home, but mentally, you're still answering emails.
Totally. I catch myself thinking about tomorrow's meeting while I'm trying to cook dinner.
Exactly. And that keeps your cortisol levels high. So we need a trigger.
A trigger? You mean like a signal to the brain?
Yes, something that screams, the day is done. For me, it's the clothes.
The changing of the guard?
Basically, I mean, I cannot relax if I'm still wearing jeans or a dress shirt. It's impossible.
Oh, I am with you on that. Jeans are basically leg prisons.
Leg prisons. That is accurate. So the second I walk in, boom, sweatpants.
Ah, the sweatpants, the universal symbol of freedom.
It sounds simple, but it really works. It tells my body, okay, buddy, we are safe now.
I do something similar, but with my accessories.
Oh, like jewelry?
Yeah, watch off, earrings off, hair up in a messy bun.
The messy bun. That is the ultimate home mode look.
It really is. But honestly, it's about that physical release.
It is, because if you keep the armor on, you keep the stress on.
Wow, armor. That is a great way to put it.
Also, I try to have a verbal ritual too.
Verbal, like you talk to yourself?
Well, sort of. I literally say out loud, work is done.
And that works?
Surprisingly, yes. It's like closing a tab in your brain browser.
Close tab. I need to try that because my brain has way too many tabs open.
We all do, but you have to force that disconnect. Otherwise, you're just hovering.
Yeah, hovering between work and rest, and that is exhausting.
So, listeners, find your trigger, change your clothes, take off the watch, say the words.
Just create that boundary, a hard line between the world and your sanctuary.
But even if you change your clothes, there's one thing that follows us everywhere.
Let me guess, the glowing rectangle in our pockets?
The phone.
Ah, the enemy of sleep. We have to talk about that.
All right, moving on to part two, and this is the one that hurts. The digital detox.
Oh, I feel attacked already. I live on my phone.
We all do, but listen, we have to talk about the blue light.
Ah, yes, the modern enemy of sleep. It literally messes with your biology, right?
100%. It tells your brain, hey, the sun is up, stay awake.
Great. So at midnight, my brain thinks it's noon because I'm checking Instagram.
Exactly. You are suppressing your melatonin, and then you wonder why you can't drift off.
And it's not just the light, it's the content, the doom scrolling.
Oh, the doom scrolling. You see one bad news headline and suddenly heart rate goes up.
Yeah, it's hard to relax when you're reading about, well, the state of the world.
Firm tone. So, here's the rule. No overhead lights after 8 p.m.
Wait, you mean the big light?
Yes, never use the big light. It's illegal in a cozy home.
Okay, thank God. I am strictly a lamp person.
Lamps, candles, you want that warm amber glow, like a campfire.
That sounds so nice. It really changes the mood immediately.
Now, for the hard part. The phone needs to sleep in another room.
Another room? Adam, are you crazy?
I mean it. Charge it in the kitchen.
But what if someone needs me? What if there's an emergency?
If it's a true emergency, they will call your landline or knock on your door.
I guess, but what about my alarm? I use my phone to wake up.
Buy an alarm clock, a real one. They cost like $10.
That is so old school, but I see your point.
Imagine waking up and the first thing you see is not a notification.
That actually sounds kind of liberating.
It is. You reclaim your morning and your night.
You know, I think the phone is basically a stress machine we cuddle with.
That is the best description I have ever heard. A stress machine we cuddle.
Okay, tonight the phone stays in the kitchen. I'll try it.
Yes. Treat your bedroom like a cave. Dark, quiet, no tech.
A cave. I like that. A cozy cave.
So, the environment is set. Now we need to prep the body.
Ooh, self-care time? Let's go scrub some faces.
All right, we have dimmed the lights, hidden the phones. Now part 3, the self-care rituals.
My favorite part. This is where we really start to pamper ourselves.
So let's settle the debate right now. Are you a morning shower person or an evening shower person?
Oh, evening shower, 100%. I cannot get into bed feeling outsidey, you know?
Outsidey, yes, I totally get that. You need to wash off the day.
Exactly. It's not just about hygiene, it's symbolic. Watching the stress go down the drain.
Inquisitive. And the temperature? Because I know some people love cold plunges.
No, not at night. Nighttime is for warm water, steamy and cozy.
Right. Science actually says a warm bath raises your body temperature, then it drops when you get out, which signals sleepiness.
Impressed. Look at you with the science facts. But yeah, it just melts the tension in your shoulders.
Transitioning. Now, after the shower, skincare. And before you say anything, yes, I do it too.
Yes, normalize men doing skincare. What is your routine?
Well, nothing fancy, just a cleanser and a moisturizer, but it feels grounding.
It is grounding. It's that soothing touch, taking 3 minutes to just take care of your face.
It forces you to slow down. You can't rush putting cream on your face or you'll poke your eye out.
True. And the smells help too. Anything with lavender, I'm sold.
Lavender is the MVP of sleep. I have this lotion, it smells like a spa.
I can imagine it. It triggers that safe feeling in the brain.
But we can't forget the less glamorous part. Flossing.
Oh no, why did you remind me? The guiltiest part of the night.
I know, but going to bed with minty fresh breath is a game changer.
It is. You feel clean, like truly clean, inside and out.
And then the grand finale, the sleepwear.
Please tell me you don't sleep in your gym clothes.
I used to, but now, fresh cotton pajamas, only for sleeping.
Good, because putting on fresh PJs is the best feeling in the world.
It's psychological again. If you wear an old t-shirt you painted the house in, you feel sloppy.
Hey, my giant oversized t-shirt is very comfortable, thank you very much.
I'm sure it is, but upgrading to actual sleepwear, it makes you feel dignified.
Dignified sleep. I like that concept. Dressing for success in your dreams.
Exactly. It's about respect, respecting your rest time.
So, we are clean, minty, moisturized, and in fresh PJs.
We are basically clouds at this point.
But wait, all this talk about a routine makes me realize I'm a little hungry.
Ah, the late night munchies. That's a dangerous zone.
It is. So, what are we allowed to consume? Let's head to the kitchen.
Welcome to part 4, or as I call it, the kitchen danger zone.
Oh boy, this is where my self-control usually goes to die.
I get it. You're watching TV, you're relaxed, and suddenly the fridge is calling your name.
Ice cream, chips, leftover pizza.
Stop right there. Eating heavy meals late at night, that is a biological disaster.
But why? I mean, doesn't a food coma make you sleepy?
It makes you drowsy, but it ruins your sleep quality. Your body's busy digesting a pepperoni pizza instead of repairing your brain.
So that's why I wake up feeling groggy after a big dinner.
Exactly. The rule of thumb, stop eating 3 hours before bed.
3 hours? So if I sleep at 11, I stop eating at 8?
Yes, ideally, yes. Close the kitchen. Let your gut rest.
Okay, I can try. But what about drinks? A glass of wine to wind down?
Well, alcohol is tricky. It helps you fall asleep, but it destroys your REM sleep.
So it's a trap?
A total trap. You'll wake up at 3 a.m. thirsty and anxious.
Okay, fine. No wine. What about coffee? I assume that's banned?
Oh, absolutely. Caffeine has a half-life of like 6 to 8 hours.
Wait, so my 4 p.m. latte is still in my system at 10 p.m.?
Half of it is. You're basically trying to sleep while chemically wired.
Ugh, okay. Cutting the caffeine after lunch. Noted. So what can I drink?
The Holy Grail. Herbal tea. Chamomile. Peppermint. Lemon balm.
Chamomile. It reminds me of my grandma. It's so comforting.
It's not just the herb, it's the warmth. Holding a warm mug actually releases oxytocin.
A literal warm and fuzzy feeling.
Also, have you tried magnesium?
I've heard about it. The calm mineral, right?
It is a game changer. Little magnesium powder in warm water, it relaxes your muscles instantly.
My shoulders are always tight. I definitely need that.
Or the classic, warm milk.
Is that a myth or does it actually work?
It works. It has tryptophan, same stuff in turkey that makes you sleepy.
Okay, so warm drink, no heavy food, white out water.
Hydrate during the day, but taper off an hour before bed.
To avoid the dreaded midnight bathroom run.
Exactly. Nothing ruins deep sleep like having to get up at 2 a.m.
Got it. Sip, don't gulp.
You've got the plan. Light stomach, warm mug, happy body.
I feel sleepier just talking about it.
But even if your body's ready, sometimes the brain just won't shut up.
Oh, the racing thoughts. My nightly nemesis. Let's fix that.
All right, part 5. We fixed the body, now we have to fix the mind, the mental decompression.
This is the boss battle. My body is tired, but my brain is running a marathon.
Common problem. And usually, what do? We turn on the TV.
Hey, watching a series helps me zone out.
Well, it distracts you, but it doesn't relax you. That is passive relaxation.
Passive? Isn't that good?
Not really. Your brain is still processing explosions, drama, dialogue. It's stimulation, not rest.
So that's why I dream about the show I just watched.
Exactly. We need active relaxation, like reading fiction.
Why fiction specifically? Why not a business book?
Oh, no business books. That wakes up the work brain. Fiction is escapism. It's a mental vacation.
Okay, getting lost in a story. I can do that. But what about the anxiety?
The to-do list panic?
Yes. Did I email him? Did I pay the bill? It hits me the moment I lay down.
You need the brain dump.
That sounds elegant. What is a brain dump?
It's life-changing. You take a piece of paper and a pen, and you write down everything in your head.
Just a list?
A list, a rant, a doodle, doesn't matter. Just get it out of your head and onto the paper.
So I don't have to hold the thought anymore.
Precisely. Your brain says, oh, it's written down. I don't need to remember it. I can sleep now.
That actually makes so much sense. It's like offloading data to a hard drive.
Yes, and please use physical paper, no phone notes.
Okay. No blue light, I remember.
After the dump, try a little gratitude.
Isn't that a bit cliché?
Maybe, but it rewires your brain. Just 3 good things that happened today.
Do they have to be big things, like I got a promotion?
No, Tiny things. The coffee was good. The sun was shining.
Shifting focus from what went wrong to what went right.
Exactly. You go to sleep with a positive bias.
I guess that beats going to sleep angry at the traffic.
Finally, if you are still buzzed, breath work.
Meditation? I'm bad at sitting still.
Just the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8.
Inhale, hold, exhale.
See? It forces your heart rate to slow down. It hacks your nervous system.
Wow, I actually feel heavier in a good way.
The mind is clear. The body is ready. Now we enter the final stage.
The bedroom, the sanctuary.
Let's go set up the perfect sleep environment.
Lead the way. I'm ready to crash.
We have arrived at the final frontier. Part 6, creating the sanctuary.
The sanctuary. That makes my bedroom sound so holy.
It should be. This is where you recharge. And rule number 1, it has to be cold.
Cold? But I love being toasty warm.
Under the blankets, yes, but the room air, it needs to be crisp, like 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius.
18 degrees? That is freezing, Adam.
Trust me, your body temperature needs to drop to initiate sleep. If it's too hot, you toss and turn.
That explains the night sweats. Okay, I'll turn the AC down, but I'm using 2 blankets.
Ooh, speaking of blankets, have you tried a weighted blanket?
Curious. The heavy ones? I feel like I would be trapped.
No, it's like a permanent hug. It lowers anxiety instantly.
A permanent hug. Okay, I'm sold. I need that emotional support blanket.
Now, lighting again, but this time, pitch black.
Total darkness? I have a street light right outside my window.
Blackout curtains, they're non-negotiable.
Admitting they are expensive, though, are they worth it?
Best investment ever. Or the budget option, an eye mask.
I feel so fancy wearing an eye mask, like a movie star.
Embrace the diva life, as long as it blocks the light.
Okay, cold room, dark room. What about sound?
Total silence is actually kind of loud. You hear the house creaking.
Yes, or the fridge humming. It drives me crazy.
Solution-oriented, you need a sound blanket, white noise.
Like static? Shh.
Or brown noise, it's deeper, like a low rumble or heavy rain.
Oh, I love rain sounds. It makes me feel safe inside.
Put that on a loop. It masks all the other random noises.
So I'm in a cold, dark cave listening to fake rain under a heavy blanket.
Sounds perfect, doesn't it?
It sounds like heaven. I am physically ready to pass out.
One last check. The pillow.
Oh, the pillow struggle is real. Mine is flat as a pancake.
Change it. Your neck deserves better. You spend 8 hours there.
I know. I'll buy a new one tomorrow.
So, the stage is set. You crawl in.
I close my eyes.
And because you did the routine, your body knows exactly what to do.
No counting sheep.
No sheep, just drifting.
That is the goal. Good night, world.
Okay, wake up. We are still recording.
Oops, I almost drifted off right there. That sounded too good.
It really did. Well, there you have it, folks. The complete blueprint for a perfect night.
It feels like a lot, but you don't have to do it all at once.
Exactly. Please don't try to do all 6 parts tonight. You'll just get stressed out trying to relax.
Right. Just pick one thing. Maybe just leave the phone in the kitchen. That is a huge win.
Small steps. Build the habit slowly. That is the secret.
We really hope this episode helps you find some peace in your evenings. You deserve that rest.
And hey, if you enjoyed hanging out with us today, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps us out.
Yes, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our little family. We have so many more cozy topics coming up.
Also, we want to know. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite way to unwind? Do you have a weird ritual?
Oh, I love reading the comments. Please share.
All right, I think it's time for us to go practice what we preach.
Off to the sanctuary?
Off to the sanctuary. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Good night, guys. Sleep tight.